Welcome to Habityze. Motivation does not work in the long run. At first, this idea might feel uncomfortable to accept, because we are used to believing that motivation is the key to success. We watch inspiring videos, listen to powerful speeches, and for a moment, we feel unstoppable. In that moment, everything seems possible. You feel ready to change your habits, improve your life, and become a better version of yourself. But if you look closely at your own experiences, you will notice a pattern. That energy does not last. After a few days, sometimes even after a few hours, that strong feeling begins to fade. The excitement slowly disappears, and you find yourself going back to your old routine. The same habits return, the same distractions come back, and the same goals get postponed once again. And then a question comes to your mind. Why does this keep happening to me? The answer is not complicated. Motivation is just a feeling. And feelings are not stable. They are always changing. Sometimes you feel energetic, sometimes you feel tired. Sometimes you feel focused, sometimes you feel distracted. If your actions depend only on how you feel, then your progress will always be uncertain. This is where most people struggle. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait to feel ready. They wait for motivation to come back. But real growth does not happen like that. Real growth begins when you stop depending on motivation and start building discipline. Discipline is a completely different approach. Discipline means taking action even when your mood is not perfect. It means showing up when it feels easy and also when it feels difficult. It means doing what needs to be done, not because you feel like it, but because you have made a decision to move forward no matter what. This shift is small, but very powerful. Because the moment you stop asking, "Do I feel like doing this?" and start saying, "I will do this anyway," your life begins to change. Think about how people usually start something new. At the beginning, everything feels exciting. A new goal gives you a fresh sense of purpose. You imagine a better future, and that image fills you with energy. You wake up early, you stay focused, and you take action with full intensity. But after a few days, reality begins to test you. Your energy drops. Your focus weakens. Small distractions start pulling your attention away. And slowly, your routine begins to break. You tell yourself that you will start again tomorrow, but that tomorrow keeps moving further away. This cycle is very common. It does not mean you are weak. It simply means you are relying on something that is temporary. Motivation gives you a strong start, but it does not give you consistency. And without consistency, no real progress is possible. Now imagine a different approach. Instead of depending on how you feel, you decide that you will take action every day, even if it is a small step. You remove the pressure of doing everything perfectly, and you focus only on showing up. Some days will feel easy, and some days will feel challenging. But you continue anyway. At first, the progress may seem slow. You might feel like nothing is changing. But something important is happening beneath the surface. You are building a habit. And habits are powerful. When you repeat an action every day, your brain starts adapting. It creates new neural pathways that make the action easier over time. What once required effort begins to feel natural. The resistance becomes smaller, and the process becomes smoother. This is how discipline turns into habit. And once something becomes a habit, it no longer depends on motivation. It becomes automatic. This is why small actions matter so much. People often think they need to take big steps to see big results. But in reality, small consistent actions create the strongest foundation. Even a few minutes of focused work every day can lead to meaningful progress over time. When you stay consistent, your effort compounds. One day of effort may not seem important, but when you repeat that effort for weeks and months, it creates a powerful effect. Your skills improve, your confidence grows, and your mindset becomes stronger. Your brain also plays an important role in this process. It naturally looks for rewards. Motivation gives quick rewards. It makes you feel good instantly, but that feeling fades quickly. Discipline works differently. It does not always feel exciting at the beginning, but it creates deeper and more lasting rewards. With discipline, you gain real progress. You develop skills. You build confidence. And most importantly, you create a sense of trust in yourself. You begin to believe that you can rely on your own actions. Another powerful change that comes from discipline is identity. When you act consistently, you are not just completing tasks. You are shaping who you are. You start seeing yourself as a person who shows up every day. A person who keeps going. A person who follows through. This shift in identity is very important. Because once you believe that this is who I am, your actions begin to align naturally with that belief. You no longer need to force yourself. You simply act according to your identity. If you want to build discipline, start simple. You do not need to change everything at once. Begin with one small routine. Give a few minutes to something important every day. Stay consistent and focus on continuity rather than perfection. If you miss a day, do not stop completely. Take a small step and continue again. Progress is not about being perfect. It is about not giving up. Whenever you feel like you need motivation, pause for a moment. Instead of waiting for a feeling, ask yourself a simple question. Can I take one small step right now? If the answer is yes, take that step. In the end, motivation can help you begin your journey. But discipline is what carries you forward and helps you reach your destination.